Bro, I'm done. Seriously. I'm seriously done. With the whole thing. I mean, of course, I'm not leaving. But what the is happening? Seriously, everything is absolute madness. This is what we have to experience all day long. Then there is massive carnage with different tokens dumping like, I don't even know what this is. This is like, we're gonna talk about this. But it's like the past 72 hours has been genuinely, honestly, one of the most draining 72 hours I've ever experienced in crypto. It's not because of the dump, it's just the whole thing all together. It's just, screw this. Like, I legit want to stand up and be like, screw this, screw everything. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it. Bitcoin is going up or down. There's going to be no tariffs on chips. There's going to be tariffs on chips. China says we should do this. Then China says we shouldn't do it. Trump says he will meet. Then he says he doesn't meet. It's crazy, bro. Pull this shit together. So, but I thought you will probably feel the same way. And as I keep it completely real with you. That's the honest truth. So I'm going to summarize what happened the past 72 hours. And I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen in the market. But I want you, so it's a Big Daddy in the house, I want you to smash and obliterate the like button if you are here. I truly appreciate you. I just come back from Paris, from the Paris Blockchain Week, bringing you some insane content in the weekend as well. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe, and I bring you trades like this. And I write pretty cool explanation threads, like this one that I wrote from about Ross Ulbricht, got like 1.5 million impressions. So if you like that, we write every single day a summary of the day. There is a link in the description in this show. You can go there and you can read through everything with links, whatever. We're gonna talk most of this on this show, but I do recommend you go and read it. We have one every single day, and if you're there, just smash the follow. But let's jump into it, guys. I mean, it's up. So first of all, is everybody okay? Like, seriously, smash the like. Stressful as fudge. I agree. Crazy world. Everything is messed up. I know. How was the speech? It's coming this week. Fefe Army. Yes. Hey, man, how was Paris? Paris is meh, but it was actually quite cool. The event was very, very good. I met some awesome people. Oh, and I'm sick. Just for the record, I'm drinking some tea here. I'm sweating in my... Did you buy me a mug that says morning brew? That's proper NPC shit here. That's cause is like, I bought you like, and he put it in front of me like this, like I didn't even see it. It's good that there is not a big dildo on it, bro. Like I could have had, I don't even know. Okay, get us through. Okay, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into this because there's a bunch to discuss. One is, these guys here. 10 years from now, 7,000% tariff. 8,000% tariff. But we're laughing at this, but it's not as funny. It's not as funny, to tell the truth. Since Wednesday, bruv. Wednesday, okay? 5 days. We had universal reciprocal tariffs going live from it feels like this has been an eternity. Like it genuinely does, bro. Like I didn't even realize it was happening on Wednesday. It's crazy. Anyway, reciprocal tariffs going live in the United States. Removal back down to 10%. They're like, okay, you know what? We're going to step back 10% for all. Then 50% on China. Because China, 50%. Then 90% on China. Then 104% on China. Then 125%. And then just to make a tremendous amount of tariffs, they've been ripping apart our country. 145% tariffs. And then they go, oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to step back. If you do not reciprocate, if you do not put reciprocal tariffs on us, we're just going to let you go. There's a 90-day negotiation. And then they go, oh, and by the way, China, tariffs 145%, but we need your electronics. So there is an exam on that, please. And then they go, oh, well, by the way, electronics now potentially back on. So it's crazy. It's crazy. This is literally what happened. They came out and they said, administration exempts smartphones, computers, and other electronics from reciprocal tariffs. They're like, you know, we need this kind of stuff. We just want to let it go. Then China says, U.S. tariff exemption is a small step to correct wrongdoings. Well, this does not say, you know, confident, but it's still something good. They're like, you know what? This is the first step towards your wrongdoings. Get what the orange man is doing. They go, okay, oh, okay, cool. Then it's going to be the part of the next upcoming sectoral tariffs. They're like, you like that, bitch? Okay, we're going to slam another round of tariffs on that. So then the market was just getting started and then pull back immediately. This China and the States trade war between China and the States is absolutely crazy. White House said, this is a post from the 11th. So what is that? It's 3 days ago. They said Friday, they said, White House says President Trump is open to making a deal with China. Everybody's happy. Everybody's bullish. To the moon we go. Then the president of China goes, there is no winners in tariff war. Going against the world will only lead to self-isolation. Okay? And then President Trump says, oh, there will positive things come out of this Chinese thing. It's going to be so good. Then the Chinese embassy in the United States saw shit posting about the whole ongoing situation. I'm not even kidding. They say, give the bully an inch, he will take a mile. Then posts this of Uncle Sam and a homeless guy. I don't even know what this is. But they post this. The official Chinese embassy in the US posts this, what makes this post. Then China calls on the United States to completely cancel tariffs. You have to completely eliminate tariffs. And you know what the orange man says? He said, all right, I'm not interested in speaking with the president of China then. It's very simple. So he goes out, and even though there was an announcement on the 11th, 3 days ago, yesterday, he comes out and he says, oh, well, there is no plans to speak with the Chinese president, Xi Jinping, about the tariff war. Guess what? Everything is off the table. It's crazy. And then these are just so everybody understands, this is probably the general sentiment in China. Listen to this dude.
Fight to the very end, because
I just want you to know, and I'm not on any side. I'm just saying, like, these guys don't screw around. Okay, these are Chinese. They are, listen to what this guy is saying. And also, guys, like the show. We have 700 people and 170 likes. My eyes are bleeding. I'm sweating, so tired. I haven't slept. I have a keynote to prep. I haven't seen my family. And I'm here bringing you the best alpha and trades like this. Like the show. Okay,
China is
listen to what
fully
this guy said.
prepared to fight to the very end, because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. Wow. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
Bro, this guy is not. These are samurais. They don't care. They fight to the death. They are serious people. So anyway, that's one part of the shit show. The second is top Fed officials say the Federal Reserve is ready to help stabilize the market. So cool. Everybody is happy, bro. You know what this means? Let me tell you what this means. This is what it means. JP comes out, a little bit of brushing off his printing machine, just getting ready to print a shit ton of money into the economy. Well, guess what happens? Well, a day later, they come out and it feels like we don't need to be in a hurry regarding interest rate cuts. Well, what is true? Then in the middle of all this, if this shit show was not enough, we say this, which is $6 billion wiped out from a token within 30 minutes. So if you're just looking at like China, and then you're looking at the States, and then you're looking at this whole collusion, then you're looking at the Fed printing, then you're like, I'm just going to look at my portfolio, and this burns your eye out. You're like, what am I even doing here? With all honesty. Anyway, Show has a great post here that's worth reading. We included it here, by the way. You will be able to see it if you go down to the description and you search, you see the X post, you will see this as well. Anyway, there is this token or project called Mantra. Mantra, okay? This is an RW play. Now, why is this interesting? Because they tokenize real-world assets in a way that 𝗙𝗏𝗡, which is, if you have not been to Dubai, I'm here to tell you, 𝗙𝗏𝗡 is like a luxury real estate company. They're building every single property. I don't know if the Burj Khalifa is 𝗙𝗏𝗡, but I think it is actually. But anyway, so like they are not someone to screw around with. So you can be sure that this is working. And then also they move more and more in the UAE, tokenized electronic motorcycles. It's not just one of these projects like Helium, but they actually do real proper stuff. So you go, this thing can get hurt. And guess what happens? Well, this is the chart, brother. from yesterday. 94%. 94%. What on earth is happening here? Anyway, what happened? Well, we can talk about what happened and this and that, but I'm not going to do that until we have at least 400 likes. So guys, I would appreciate if you smash the like button. I'm here. I might need to take this off, but I'm afraid, if I take it off, I have these big marks here because I've been sweating in this all day. Unzip it. Oh, I will unzip it. Okay, good. Good morning, bro. NPC. MR made Burj Khalifa, but it's kind of the same. And of course I know but it's kind of the same. So Damak, MR, I'm not saying they are the same level, but they do similar things in Dubai and UAE. Burj is MR, yes. Damak made Trump a state only. That's why it's dumping. Ha ha ha! Very funny, Marwan. Very funny. Can we scalp him? Dying is great for Undo. Mantra. Burj was built by Samsung. Scam. Listening while driving. Cool. They work. Watch out, Parker. Watch out for the road. That's why they don't want airdrop so much. So time to buy them. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you. Fefe, work on your Chinese accent. Understood, boss? Better for Undo. Unzip it slowly. You see, now we're getting there now. And we are only 75 likes from 400. You see, this is what we need. This is all good. I'm going to read the comments until then. It's very important. Smash the like, please. So it's very important. China's going to take over the world. Of course it's important, bro. What do you mean? They changed tokenomics so much that they don't have it anymore. Big, smash the like. Slow. Fefe is my hope, my light, my path. My messiah! No, but I'm very happy you're here. Love the content, Fefe, making me laugh. I'm so happy. Action figure. Yes, I have that. Oh, Chaos. Shout out to you. So cool. So good. Captain BMB is the next SPM meme. Check it. Okay, AG. I'm getting there now. Definitely want to start aping in memes on BNB. That's on my list for today. Okay, that said, let's look at this. What is really happening here? So, JP, it's actually so funny because I will show you why, but I've been voicing this for quite some time now. By the way, I see a lot of people tuning in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you trades like this, and we do a bunch of cool stuff on the show. I boil crypto down for you. We wrote up a complete thread on today's happenings that all you have to see. So go down in the description and check it out. But what is it's not funny. None of this is actually funny. But what is interesting is that I was in Paris last week, and JP, who's the founder of him, was there as well. And I even sent in one of the group chats. I sent the photo and I said, should I ask him how much money they have to keep pumping the price up? I will show you the discussion. It was. I thought at the time it was funny. But I was talking about the fact that they had massive backing from the UAE, and they were literally most likely artificially, this is not accusation, it's just my thoughts, pumping the price up. And you see a lot of price action happening on there. Now, what really happened? At least 17 wallets deposited 43 million OHM tokens, which is 227 million at a time, into exchanges, about 4.5% of the total circulating supply. Now, what happened is there are a lot of speculations. ZachXBT obviously comes out and says, wonder if it's a large wallet got hacked or it's an exploit. And because Mantra is on Cosmos, it makes it very difficult to analyze quickly for large centralized exchange deposit because there's few analytics tools for anything in the IBC. But, this is a good opportunity for anyone deving that stuff to actually show yourself. But what really happened? This project valued at $11 billion crashed. This is crazy, bro. Even reading this up is crazy. 92% in 6 hours, from 6.4 to 0.57. 6 billion market cap wiped in a single day. 41 million plus insider deposits to exchanges pre-crash. Trading volume inconsistent with 6 billion valuation, meaning wash trading. Now, there is a bunch of, notes happening already, a bunch of people making statements, exchanges, whatnot. The first one, obviously, the Mantra, the first one was Buzz. And then the Mantra official page comes out and it said, we want to assure that Mantra is fundamentally strong. I mean, at least something. But what is important here is that JP comes out with a full statement and he says that greatly appreciate the support, yada yada. We have determined that all market movements were triggered by reckless forced closures, meaning liquidations, initiated by centralized exchanges on account holders. That means that these were most likely, we're going to receive the news, and actually I invite you to go and check out Ren's show on Crypto Banter. I mean, you don't get as much alpha as you get here, I give you that, but he is going to have JP on his show. We'll explain the whole thing, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to be tuning in as well. But this basically should suggest that someone could have potentially used 𝗏 as collateral when they're trading, and that could have triggered a massive liquidation alert. Do I believe this? No. Why? Because also, not acquisition. I'm actually keen on hearing what he has to say on the show. But the problem is that this has happened previously. I do not think that a centralized exchange would cause a liquidation of this magnitude without giving any consultation or any thoughts to it. I would be very surprised. If they did, I think they should be investigated, and I think there should be a major consequences for that, if in reality this actually did happen. Now what is interesting is that they came out and as JP said, he said that Mantra is a project that survived. Now, to be clear, this dislocation was not caused by the team, Mantra Chain Association, its core advisors, or Mantra's investors selling tokens. So he's selling that they are not selling tokens. However, at the same time, we see that the Mantra Chain DAO, the Mantra DAO stake wallet sent 38 million 𝗏 tokens, which is about $26 million to Binance's cold wallet, which is again interesting. If you're not selling, why do you have to do that? So we're yet to see. I think Miles has a great point here, and he basically says that this is one of the biggest wipeouts, but there are multiple lessons here, and one is the market cap. I don't know if you remember, but we've shorted P or Pi, or what the hell is that shit's name is. But we shorted that, and the reason is because you can have all the valuation of the world. If you can't back it up with real products, if you can't back it up with proper real transactions, it's worth basically nothing. If something smells, especially price action wise, it is probably the chart didn't look, it probably is. If something smells off, it probably is. This is exactly what I've been saying. And this is exactly what I've been saying. So if you look back here, someone posted here, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 posted this here and said that I don't want to say much. Fefe warned everyone back in February, but as usual, no one listened. I also said I don't see 𝗏 lasting long term. So this was the discussion on the 2nd of, the 17th of February. And I said they raise massive capital and pump their own tokens. And then I said will be the short of the cycle. I mean, if you have caught it, it could have been. I, for one, did not. I didn't see it coming down this fast. And I also mentioned this on the show, if you listen to this, that they have a massive amount of cash to buy, you know? So, I mean, it's horrible in terms of this is going to be one of the biggest shorts ever. I mean, yeah. So this is what I said on the show. This is why it's worth coming here, subscribing to the channel, smashing the like button. But also, if you are not following me yet, do that. There is a link in the description. You go down to the description. And also, can you please make it as a pinned comment, my X profile, so they can just find it in the comment as well. And then you will be able to see it there. Go and do that. Now, one thing I want to say though, and it's now I know, I'm taking it fun and whatever, and I say that if you don't like the show, I'm going to stop it. But this is serious shit now. I genuinely feel for people who lost. Like, it's horrible, horrible. And someone DM'd me this today. I don't want to obviously reveal who it was. They said, I lost 200,000 USDT from 𝗏 token. I lost everything. I'm a person on the edge of a cliff. I'm even thinking about this, which I don't want to say because I don't want YouTube to ban our videos. I lost everything. And I'm saying, I'm sorry to hear, brother. I lost 1.5 million in 6 months, all my wealth, and was in $250,000 debt. I'm still here, stronger than ever. It is not over. So I just want to say to everybody, if you need to hear this, I know it sounds freaking tough, bro. Like, I know, trust me, because I've been on the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and I came back up. And it takes time, it takes patience, it takes a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, stress. But doing anything to yourself or, just simply crying on the corner doesn't do you any good, especially not for long term. So if you've been one who invested in the token, I feel sorry for you. I do. But there's nothing else to do than to stand up, dust yourself off, and do it again. So I think it was just very important for my heart to say this. Now, I also want to say that I tweeted this, and I got so much heat for it. I said, I'm tweeting, I'm buying 𝗏 at $1. YOLO. You only live once. And I got so much like, you see this guy, he's just like Rune. You know how much money we made on Rune, brother? This guy always comes in comments here, complaints. Anyway, so he's saying, are you serious, bro? Yeah, I'm definitely serious. Did you sell 𝗏 or still hold? I told you, I actually haven't, I didn't hold any 𝗏, but I would have sold it, as I said. YOLO got a risk for the biscuit. I'll wait for 0. How you at lost? No, you know, all these smart guys. Anyway, so I am in a, I'm not long and I bought spot, but I do think this is, we have 1,000 people live. Congratulations to every one of you. So I am long at 𝗏, and I bought spots. I'm probably gonna selling at like $2-3. I think there will be a lot of clarity. These guys have massive fucking money behind them, so I think it's gonna be okay. And then we're at that part of the cycle where Fortcoin has 2.5% total mind share, which is like we deserve nothing else. You know what I mean? Honestly, like it's crazy. All right, so someone is short 𝗏 to 0. I would not short it here. I'll tell you the truth. I told you to short at like $7. I would not short it here. RW's narrative is done for. Okay, have fun staying poor. RWs are gonna be massive. I see Cuz linked my Twitter, so you can just go into the comment and then you see the thing that we wrote up here. 𝗙𝗛𝗙𝗙𝗙, I made it. Good. I'm so happy you made it. I like your show. I'm so happy you like it. Andre, I'm nice having you back. You have this little pussycat here and your name is really good. Ren made all his subs drink the Kool-Aid. No one see this coming. No one. You can't really blame anyone, to be honest. Honestly. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙 Club, unfortunately, no, I'm really sick and I need to finish my keynotes. Don't forget about... No, I will forget about it. Okay. So, that said, the next thing I'm going to say, I didn't even believe I'm going to say it. I hope I can get done, thus no more work, just trades, yes. So, I had to double check before I say this. I had to double check with the team because he's worried. And don't worry, it's going to be cool. But I legit had to double check this with the team. So, here is the reality. There is a wallet called 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙, okay? They are a multi-chain wallet, which will be advanced, much more advanced than any of the wallets that you've ever used. Imagine it as Trust Wallet on steroids. You'll be able to bridge inside. You will be able to stake inside. You will be able to do all that in an extreme security. It's really, really, really cool. I've seen the demo of it. It's really, really, really cool. Here is the truth. They have their token launch happening on Wednesday. And guess who got you $10,000 worth of tokens? Not me, unfortunately, but the team. But I mean, they called me, the team called me and they're like, how would you like to give away $10,000 to your community in Vault tokens? And I'm like how do we do that? And they're like, well, we have a deal with them and we can give it away for the community. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to them. Genuine, there is no catch. Literally, I called the team before this because I didn't believe this is the deal. So just so I understand it correctly. So here is how it works. It's very, very simple. This is a wallet. Go and check them out. There's a link in the description. It's a very, very cool wallet. I think it's going to be a very, very cool wallet. But here's what's happening. Oh, by the way, TG Wednesday, Kraken. It's launching on Kraken. Anyway, I'm excited about this because this is going to be a big one. Here's how you can win this $10,000 worth of token. I can't even believe we're doing this actually. But anyway, because this is going to be a big one. You go down into the description, and it says here, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙 regain control of crypto's leading wallet. You go down and it says whitelist raffle. You see this here? The only thing you gotta do is you have to click on this and fill in the information. Your wallet address, EVM, so you use Rabbi, you use MetaMask or whatever that is, EVM wallet address, and your Twitter handle, X handle. That's it. And on the show, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to raffle who is the winner. That's all you have to do. The good part is, which again, I know I said it already, but I'm saying it again. Like, we're going to give away someone $10,000, and this token is launching on Kraken. It's crazy. And I told them, okay, but it's gonna be it's probably $10,000 for all the banter hosts and all. No. So this sign-up form down here in the description is for you only. Now, I will tell you why this is pretty cool. Ren's show is being watched by 50, 60,000 people. You know, other shows being watched by 30, 40, 50,000 people. My show is being watched by 7,000, 8,000 people. So your chances of actually getting this is much, much higher. Anyway, there's a link in the description here. I legit recommend you do this. It literally costs you nothing. And I'm going to give away 10,000 worth of tokens when they still launch. I don't know how you like. Do they like it? How to get an EVM wallet? Open MetaMask. Simple. Open Rabbi. I could use 100. Smash the likes. Yes. 100 stuff probably next week. I have a keynote this week. Crazy. Or only MetaMask. Very cool. I think it's very cool. I mean, honestly, I'm very happy. And shout out to the team. Same as 10K as Sheldon Show. No. It's an extra. It's an extra. So it's like every host has their own link. So it's pretty cool. Is it true that Fefe going to start in the next 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪 movie remake? What is 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪? What is 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗪? I think it must be a joke. Anyway, cool. Go down in the description and check that out. We've got some key events happening this week. Markets react to tariff exclusion Monday, which is, we'll see what's happening. We're going to look at the chart in a second. March retail sales data comes out Wednesday. Going to be interesting, but I think inflation is cooling off. Fed Chair Powell speaks. He's going to be dovish. He's going to be hawkish as always. We're not in a hurry to cut rates. If the market indications show, then we're just going to look at the data and figure out what we're going to look at, and then we're going to evaluate what we looked at, and we're going to evaluate the looking, and then March housing starts data can be interesting again, but inflation is probably cooling off. Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index not going to be important. 10% of S&P 500 companies report earnings. This is relevant. Citigroup and whatnot is reporting earnings, so this is going to be interesting as well. Complete shit show week as always. Now, I tweeted this and I said the Fed comment plus tariff exemption on chips, phones, and computers will probably make the bottom. We need a proper daily close above 84,800 Bitcoin today, but if that happens, it's most likely game on. So I said that. And guess what happened? We did have that close above. So you might be wondering, okay, so did Fefe said that it's game on if that happens. Let's see if that happens. Now, that did happen. Oh my God, my throat hurts like crazy. That's what she said. Anyway, so we do have a market structure shift here. Which is very good. Why is it in the daily? Because daily shows a much more, much stronger reversal. Why do I say that? Because this is the first time where we do have the reversal. So why am I not coming here, and why is the show not titled "The Reversal is Happening, the Crazy Reversal is Happening, the Bottom is in"? Why not? It's very simple. Because this is scary. So if you look at this, this here unfortunately is a bearish order block. So between 85,300 all the way up to 88,400, this is a bearish order block, 88,600. This is a bearish order block, and we can still see a rejection from here. Now, if there's a rejection here, this is just another lower high, and then we can continue lower to sub 74. And it can happen, especially considering all the shit show that's going on. So what I want you to see is the following. We do have a retrace here. We do have a high. We do have a low. We do have a high. Then what we need, what's funny? The comments. Are you reading the comments? What's funny? Because he's saying there is a funny comment. Home now, not driving. Lord, bad boy. Things getting spicy. I might even take my hoodie off, bro. I mean, if we continue like that, throw structure shift. Oh my God. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get banned from here. Okay, anyway. Let's go. So and then you have a low here, and then you have a high. So that's another retrace. And then you're looking for another low, and then you're looking for another high, and then you have that as well. You have a low, and then you have a high. And then from there, you have a close below here, which is important, which is good. So therefore, technically, this here could be considered some kind of reversal. Why am I not euphoric? Because even though I think this is a great level, this is kind of like a no man's land, because if you look at it on the daily and if you look at it on the 4-hour, this should be sufficient. This should be your entry. You could simply start taking long positions if your position can bear. Like, you have to prepare for a 12% stop loss. We should not see a new low here, and we should be clear to take all this liquidity that's built up and start rallying for the new highs. Easy. This is my game plan. Can easily happen. Why am I not euphoric? Because of all the shit show that's happening with the tariffs, with China, with the US, with the Fed, rate cuts or not, money printing or not. Like, we don't really know. So here's what I'll tell you. You can play it two ways. One, you can play it by considering this as a strong structure. You can get your positions in here, like 50% of your position. You can wait for a 50% retrace, which is going to happen. The question is not if, but when. The 50% is going to happen. It is going to come back. Currently, looks like it's going to come back around the 80,000, just about sub 80, when everybody will call for the bottom. And this is why I also tweeted everybody will call for another reversal. This is why I also tweeted that hold on, where did I tweet that? Let's look this up. But you already follow me here. But I just want to go down here. I said, close no man's land now. Close above 90K is super bullish for me and marks the bottom. Retrace to 80K-ish is a buying opportunity. So this is why I said here, return to the 80K region is a buying opportunity. Here's what I'm expecting. I think a lot of people will get, nuked. I think a lot of people long now, and it's not going to be good for them. So I would expect us to come a little bit down here. Whether it's slow or fast, I don't even care. We're just going to come down here. When we hit 80,300, I want to see a market structure shift. Possibly on the hourly chart, but at least on the 15-minute chart. If that happens, I'm long in heavy, stop loss down here. Okay, heavy. This does not mean that we cannot come and even wick through the lows. Okay, very important. So don't have your stop loss like right here. Have a little bit of mental stop with a close below. If that happens, again, I do think that we're going lower, but I don't think that the bottom is going to be taken if this is the play. But, and this is another but, I always give you both scenarios. This I would be interested in buying. I'm not interested in shorting unless we have another push from here and a strong rejection. What would that look like? Look like this. I would come up to this region, up here at 86,200-ish, and then from there show a strong rejection, an hourly rejection. If that happens, I'm getting in short and shorting it all the way down to the sub 80,000, okay? So that's my game plan. Ultimately, I'm looking for longs, but that's the game plan. If, for any reason, we close above the 88, 89,000 up here, that's game on. That's so much game on, even up here. If we close above the 88, 89,000 region here, that's game on, so much so that we're going to see, I think we're going to see all-time highs within 2 months if that close happens. So ultimately, as a summary, here is what I would expect. Then you can look at the total market cap. I'm going to look at the total later. Ultimately, let me just do this. Ultimately, here's what I'm looking at. One, I'm looking at a retrace to the 50% region down here at about 80,000. If that happens, I want to see at least a 15-minute, but rather a 1-hour market structure shift, a higher high, and then I'm going to get in heavy long. Stop losses go below the swing low. Or I'm not interested in shorting until I see a push take of all this liquidity up above the 86,000. That happens, I want to see a strong market structure shift, potentially on the hour or the 15-minute chart. If that happens, I am going to get in on the short it down to the 80,000-ish region, and then get in on there again. And the third scenario, which I don't see playing out now, but can happen, is that we start pushing from here. We reclaim this 88, 89,000 region, and that's a very, very big signal that we are potentially going to double. We're going to go back to all-time highs within 2 months from that happening. Guys, if you need a good exchange, I would recommend you look at Albank. I told you big things are coming up with Albank. Big things are coming up, meaning there was a lot of saying like, you can't have a $100,000 trading volume. Why do you only reward people who have a higher trading volume? And there were also people complaining about the fact that, oh my God, you are just giving us trading bonus. I can't withdraw that money. So here is what we cooked up with Albank. Albank is an exchange, by the way, non-KYC available worldwide. They've been here since 2015, so they know what they're doing. If you go down in the description of the show, you will find them here. It's here, Albank. Here's how it works. Listen carefully. If you sign up and take your first trade, $100 worth, you get $30. That's 30% right there. Just, you get it. This is not a trading bonus. This is a withdrawable amount. Withdrawable amount, okay? Then second, you can claim up to $5,000 based on weekly cumulative trading volume every single week. What does this mean? You simply trade on the exchange. You sign up using my link in the description. You trade. If you trade $1,000 worth, you get $5 back every single Monday. They see how much volume you traded. It gets back onto your spot account. You can withdraw this. It's not a trading bonus. You can withdraw this money. If you trade $5,000, they get you $10. If you get $10,000, $50, $50,000, $80, $100,000, $100, so on. But also, they're actually crazy for doing this. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for them. But it's crazy. It's actually you don't even realize how good this deal is. Anyway, also, if you trade on the link, every month I'm going to give away $3,500 at the end of the month. Here's how it's gonna go. The one who traded the most volume will get $2,000. The one who traded the second most volume will get $1,000, and the third will get $500. So this is an easy thing. You just have to sign up and simply use the link in the description to claim the bonuses. Nothing else to really do. Now I wanted to show you one more thing before we wrap up. I'm gonna have a keynote. I said it's gonna be this week. I'm gonna talk about that, but this is going to be exactly what the keynote is going to be about. This guy is an absolute legend. If you haven't seen, this is what he's saying.
I was in a place where I wasn't ready. I didn't at first get it.
Didn't first get Bitcoin.
I was in a place where I wasn't ready at the time. And then the second time I heard about Bitcoin, for some reason I decided to try and go to the source and read it from Satoshi Nakamoto's paper. And so I started reading Satoshi Nakamoto's paper, and I remember how at some point it just clicked. And I had this almost revelatory experience where I suddenly realized, oh my God, it's not a currency. It's a network.
It's a network.
I get networks, and I understand networks. And not only is it a network, but it achieves something incredible. It achieves consensus. It achieves trust without centralized authority. This is so much more important than currency.
So this is exactly what it's going to be about. This week I'm speaking at this conference. Keynote is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited. We're going to go there. We're going to document the whole journey. This is not the only conference I go to, by the way. I go to Token as well. We arranged a great deal for you on Token as well. Again, I'm grateful for the team to give you this opportunity. You can get a 10% discount. The only thing you got to do, go down to the description. This is, again, we don't get an affiliate of this. We got invited as media. We appreciate that. But if you want to meet us, if you just want to go to Token, there is a link in the description here to get a 10% discount using 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪10 as your source. But also I wanted to say that if you want to see more of these, I have a vlog. It's called The $1 Billion Hustle. There's a link in the description. I want you to go there and watch this. First of all, there is the way how I prepare for my keynote. But this vlog that we put out yesterday, this is literally the best episode that we've ever made. The best episode we've ever made. In the comment section, Cuz will pin it now. Go and watch this episode. I scaled my team from 1 employee, me, to over 8 in less than 6 months, 8 months. Go and watch this now.
Point where most startups fail. You know, if the business doesn't do well, then I have to pay people from my own pocket. It's fucking stressful. I worked for free for years, bro.
We can be in a recession. Like, it can really get fucking ugly now. So this is the $100 hustle. 20,000! I had this epiphany moment where I realized what Mr. Beast is saying. I made 7 figures in 6 months.
But if you make the same mistakes again and again and again, get that out of here.
This is literally artistic. It's like so good. We have the team together that's putting all this together. So go, there is a link in the description as well. But Cuz pinned it right here in the chat. Go and check it out, subscribe. And I'm going to cover all these conferences, the keynote, the token, much more. Guys, I think this was it. I truly appreciate every single one of you for being here. Please stay safe out there. We'll see how this how's my Ohm doing? Oh, I'm up. I'm down only 25%. So that's good. That's kind of good. Look, you know that meme when like this is proper that meme when it dumps, and there's like this tiny bit of recovery and yeah. That's what's happening here, guys. Truly appreciate you. Make sure to check out the links in the description. Check out our partners, our friends. Check out my socials. Follow me on X. Check out the $1 Billion Hustle. And of course, subscribe here. If you want to see more of these, check out these 2 videos. Click here to subscribe and come back for another one, because I promise you, this is the best source you can ever have online. Thank you so much. I believe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.